Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm the King. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all staying happy and healthy out there. Today, we have some exciting stuff, essentially confirming crossplay is coming on into the game. Now, obviously, there's been a lot of speculation about this. We've even had hackers force crossplay lobbies to happen, but we never really knew if this was just because they were able to manipulate things and just put it in because the framework was there, just because they're on dedicated servers, or if it's because they were slowly building this up in order to give us crossplay. And we kind of have our first major hint that crossplay is 100% confirmed, which we're going to be getting into and then talking more about it. And it's just really exciting. It's really exciting, and it's going to solve a lot of issues and do a lot of things. And I'm going to tell you pretty much everything on what I know and how I feel and what's to expect and the steps they're going to take to do this. Before we jump on into this video, we're still on our partner push on Twitch. So if you guys would like to come on out, the link will be down below and on screen right now. So let's talk about crossplay in the game. So as you know, hackers forcefully put players on PC with people on the Switch, people on Xbox, people on PS4. Now obviously the Switch isn't a console that has all of the killers. Freddy, for example, is not there, which means that it wasn't really meant for crossplay to be compatible with Xbox and PS4 and PC. So we never really knew if by putting us in lobbies with Xbox and PS4 people as well from PC was meant to happen anyways. We thought that this might have just been a fluke and the dedicated servers are all just connected and they just happen to port a gateway between PC and PS4 or Xbox or Switch. We even know that there was framework to get on into mobile and things like that. So obviously that's not meant to happen, but the framework was there since they're all connected to the same dedicated server. So we never had official word that crossplay and cross progression was going to come. However, today, by looking into the coding, one of my friends was able to show me something that really caught my eye, and I think it essentially just confirms that it is coming and that it wasn't a fluke and the hackers weren't just exploiting this gateway, but instead it was something that was intended. Take a look on screen right now. What you are seeing here is the actual coding for the game, and it says the key name social cross friends platforms, right? And then you have the values for Android, iOS, mobile, PS4, Steam, Switch, and Xbox. So this is essentially saying that the framework for adding people that are on different systems is there. And it's just really exciting to think about because there's so much that could and will come out of this. Essentially what this means is that everyone's going to be linked to an online account. Think about Call of Duty, how they're doing it right now, where you're able to input people on PS4 and Xbox. You're able to input their names and add them. And if you're on Steam or with them with Battle.net, you're able to use your Battle.net ID, or in this case, your Steam ID, and add people throughout any platforms and play with them. So now, essentially, people will be able to play with their friends on PS4, on Xbox, and obviously this will mean that there's going to be cross progression as well. Once this is in, you can sign into your account on any other account and you'll have your stuff there. Maybe this will be something towards the future and crossplay is the first thing they're going to look at, but we can expect this coming in the near future. Now, when exactly can we expect this to happen? We have no ETA and no dates, but I've been suggesting this for a long time, and I think they're going to be announcing this on their anniversary. We know that there's an anniversary event that is going to be coming up as well, sometime in June or July, if I'm not mistaken. I had the actual dates ready for me to tell you guys, but I don't have them in front of me right now. We'll make a separate video on that. But we're going to be having a 4-year anniversary event, similar to when we had all the balloons and everything last time for last year. We're going to be getting something very similar. And if you remember last time, one of their big announcements before coming on into this was dedicated servers. They announced that at the Game Awards. That then went ahead to go on to their anniversary stream, where they introduced the Freddy changes and a bunch of other things that were going to be coming out and planning their roadmap. They said they're gonna go into their final stage of reworking the ranks, and that is something that is going to key into all of this as well, because as I mentioned in a lot of videos before, the skill level on PS4 and Xbox and PC is very different. Rank 1 essentially means you are the best, quote unquote, on PC, Xbox, and PS4, but when stacked up against each other, it doesn't really equate to the same thing. It's not one across the boards where rank 1 equals the best, and that's equivalent to the Xbox rank 1, and that's equivalent to the PC rank 1, all for its different reasons. With the new matchmaking and the new ranking that is going to be coming out, it's going to fairly assess players on their skill level rather than how much they play a game. And because of this, it's going to adequately rank people up together. And then when you're playing against people on PC or PS4, you would pretty much be at the same skill level. Now, when it comes down to the players that are really good on both sides, because surely there's some amazing rank ones and then there are just some regular rank ones, those players are going to be pinned against each other. And this is going to go hand in hand, like I said, with the new ranking update and everything like that. This is also going to solve a lot of problems with matchmaking and ranking, as I said. So what's going to happen is that there's going to be a large surplus of players that are going to be playing this game now, and you're going to be cross-matched. And I know there's a big concern where a lot of people are like, well, I don't want to play against PC players, or I don't want to play against Xbox players, and that's fine, because normally all these games that do have crossplay have the option to disable it. Now your queue times will be way longer, because you would only be able to queue up with people that don't have crossplay on. This does open the door for friends playing with a lot of friends, actually, because if both of you don't have crossplay on and you both look for a game, you might find each other, but it will take a long time to do so. So essentially, back to the point of this is showing that social cross friends is in the coding, and essentially if they flip everything to true, it will be on and you can add everybody. So I'm assuming that what's going to happen here is that they're going to have their behavior or Dead by Daylight sign in, you put all your information, all of your data, it's uploaded to a cloud. That cloud then holds everything and auto saves all the information. When you decide to go on PS4 or Xbox, it will load everything there. I believe that this is going to be something that comes out way in the future, and crossplay will be the first thing that they're looking at instead, and then they will think about cross progression and things like that, because if you really have crossplay, there is a need for cross progression, but it's not as high demanding because crossplay is already there. People are comfortable with what they're playing on, and then you can play with literally anybody. With cross progression, it means you have to have both systems and then go on that system and you just want your stuff to be there. Like in my case, where I play on PS4, I have to restart everything, so sometimes I don't really play because I'm just like, meh, I don't really want to do this again. But if crossplay is there, you know, I will still be able to play with PS4 people, and that's kind of the whole point of playing on PS4, right? So this is interesting, to say the least. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. It's going to be wrapped up right here because I don't think there's much else that we can talk about. So long story short, to sum everything up, the coding is here for crossplay. We're going to see it in the future. This is pretty much official confirmation that it is going to come. As for when it's going to come, I believe that it's going to be announced on their anniversary stream, whenever that is, and whatever goes on with everything, well, we'll have to wait and see. Pretty exciting stuff, though, to say the least. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure you leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're brand new. We just hit 70,000 subscribers, so thank you guys so much for that. As always, I'm the King. I did my ground to you guys, and we'll see you in the fun.